Alright, welcome back to part 9 of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and Ron keeps interrupting me, but it's time for Quidditch practice at the Quidditch Stadium. And this will be the first part in the series, and probably for the rest of the series I will be leaving in all of the loading screens. To be perfectly honest, considering I am literally the only person who even watches this series at this point, it doesn't seem worth taking all of the effort to cut out the loading screens to save a few seconds off of the video length. For some reason Harry Potter does a grunt of pain when he enters the Quidditch Stadium, but that just doesn't matter, so we'll just ignore that. Now for Quidditch practice, just flying through these rings. Because we all know the golden snitch leaves giant magical rings behind that will help you speed up.
Your brim's halfway charged. Keep it up.
Basically, you just fly through all of the rings, and eventually you'll be able to catch the thing.
Charged and you can boost. You can tell when you're ready to boost by the trail of sparks coming from your broom.
And then you use the boost to speed up a lot, and you can only catch the snitch when you're boosting. Of course, you have to boost when you're close enough to the thing to be able to do that. Okay, just crashed and got sent off course, but whatever.
As you remember from last year, you don't want to get hit by the bludgeon. Avoid it.
And for the bludgers, your best bet is to just ignore them. They don't really cause too much of a problem. I mean, they might hit you slightly off course sometimes, but it doesn't really matter. You can get on track pretty easily.
Great going, Potter. Now grab the snitch. Looks like you've improved on last year, Potter.
Basically, to grab the snitch, you wait until it's hovering directly under your hand to get it.
As Hufflepuff are in training as well, they've agreed to take part in a practice.
I mean, it's not like you can reach for the snitch if it's not directly under your hand. Alright, so now we're doing practice against another Seeker. But it's Hufflepuff, so it should be incredibly easy. It should be easier than training against nobody if it's against Hufflepuff. I mean, I haven't even seen their Seeker yet. Okay, there he is. It's a lot harder to go through all the rings when you're boosting. You know, I think the Quidditch matches and practices in this are really easy, so you don't really have to worry. I don't think I've ever actually lost one. I don't even know if it's possible. It probably is, but like I said, I don't think I've had it happen. It's like that time I didn't even have to do anything to catch the snitch, I just boosted and it automatically gave me that. And my grade at Quidditch practice is the time of 53 seconds and a distinction.
Don't let Professor McGonagall find out, but here, take this broom and get in as much practice as you can.
And so he gives me my broom so I can practice when I want to. And for some reason, I'm not supposed to let Professor McGonagall find out I'm practicing for Quidditch. Doesn't seem to make sense, but few things in this game do, so I'll let that go.
Yeah!
And that didn't disappear for several seconds after he hit it with his wand. I don't know why he was so excited to receive his own broom.
There, Hermione. What's the matter? Malfoy showed up while you were practicing in the Quidditch Stadium. He's been made Seeker. after his dad got his way onto the team with a whole set of Nimbus 2001s. Hermione said something about it and he called her a filthy mudblood. A what? A mudblood? It's a really disgusting name for someone who was born of non-magical parents. There are some wizards, like Malfoy's family, who think they're better than everyone else. Anyway, it's a horrible thing to say. If it hadn't been for Hagrid showing up, I'd have cursed him.
So apparently Hagrid showed up in that discussion, but he wasn't around anywhere when I showed up and when I saw the situation develop.
Anyway,
So he must have
I'm
disappeared
tired
pretty
and I'm off to
quickly.
bed. Let's go.
And they're really tired and off to bed, running as fast as they can, as always. And so I might as well end the day here. I don't really feel like exploring outside or anything right now. And now for the house point total calculations.
Slytherin.
Slytherin does get to be in the lead for pretty much the whole game, basically, unless you do a whole ton of side quests, and even then you usually can't pass them until pretty much the end.
Hufflepuff.
And at the end of the game, you can do whatever you want, and they don't award the House Cup until you want them to. Because Harry Potter is just that important to the school. They can't award the House Cup unless Harry Potter shows up and tells them to. And yeah, Gryffindor's like 23 points behind this time. And I've raised my report card grade to a B. Still doesn't make sense to grade a report card based on how many house points your house has, but whatever. It would mean probably everybody in Gryffindor and Slytherin gets like A's all year, every year. Alright, let's see what's going on tonight. Because for some reason, every night you have to be doing something in this game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this time Hermione's just standing here.
I did to go to the library and find a copy of Hogwarts: A History,
Why do you want it?
so we can find out about the legend of the Chamber of Secrets, of course.
Of course. I suppose you want me to sneak out to the library again.
Could you? Oh, thanks, Harry. The only thing is, you'll need to get into the restricted
Okay, why would I have to
section.
sneak into the library at the middle of the night? And why would the Hogwarts: A History book be in the restricted section?
And into the reading room annex. At the end of the annex, there's a portrait that would let you into the restricted
Seems
section.
unnecessarily complicated for such a simple book of history.
Right. Second floor, reading room, through door with golden arch, and into annex. Through portrait. Got it.
Thanks, Harry. And watch out for the prefects.
I don't know why Hermione can't do anything for herself, but well, I guess I do know, just because you only control Harry in this game, and it would be boring if you waited for anything, but okay, I didn't expect to get caught there. He stunned me and then ran away the other way.
You shouldn't be out at night. Go back to the dormitory.
Okay, yeah, that prefect doesn't usually catch me, but what can you do? I guess I was being extremely careless there. I mean, even being extremely careless, that one usually doesn't catch you. Guess it takes extreme carelessness combined with a little bit of bad luck for him to catch you. And that one being a Gryffindor doesn't even take away house points when he catches you. He just tells you to go back to the dormitory and then doesn't make sure you actually do it. Alright, so time to find the library on the second floor. Alright, I still have Expelliarmus mapped to square. That's probably not what I really want. Want Flipendo there. Lumos on triangle, and I guess Expelliarmus can be circle, but I don't even think I need Expelliarmus for a little while anyway. Just grab these beans before proceeding, because beans are always extremely important. Alright, so I'm supposed to go through the golden door. I guess that's on the top right here.
Hey, you!
Okay, I guess that prefect goes around there. I didn't know that, that's for sure. Or else I would have been better prepared and paying attention. Maybe if I just follow behind this guy, he won't catch me.
What was that?
Ah crap, he just turned around and he's blocking the corridor, so I can't actually go around him.
Mr. Potter, breaking the rules.
And so I've lost Gryffindor 10 house points already. Stupid Harry
I
Potter.
can just keep quiet.
I don't think keeping quiet is the issue here.
There's someone round here.
Ah crap. Make a break for it. Okay, luckily they were all pretty stupid there, so I was able to get away. I mean, if that prefect would have gone down the alley I actually was in, then I would have been in trouble there, but he ran right past it and ran right through where he would let me get to the door. Now I've managed to sneak into an area guarded by even more prefects. And they're all knowing where I am right now, so I'll switch to this stink palace. And no, I was not able to use it in time.
Hey, you!
This is a restricted area, Potter. 5 points from Gryffindor.
And that's another 5 points from Gryffindor. That house is really gonna hate Harry Potter right now. If they didn't already, from the whole being the heir of Slytherin thing that he's got going for him. At least that's what everybody thinks at this point. Ah crap.
There's someone round here.
Yeah, I didn't want to go through that door because then I would have to deal with the loading screen, so I figured it would be better off losing house points.
If I can just
This group of
keep quiet.
prefects is kind of hard to sneak past. I think it might be one of the harder sneaking sections in the game, actually. But like all of them, it's pretty much about getting the timing down. And memorizing their paths.
There's someone round here. Hey, you!
Yeah, like, you don't really see far enough. Like, if you could see in first person, then I would probably know there was a prefect there and not go that way, but
I wonder if the noise of a spell might distract
I didn't know that, so I wasn't prepared, and I think that prefect saw me this time.
Hey, you! Hey!
Oh my god, there are so many of
Hey,
them.
you! Get back to your dormitory!
There's like 4 of them right there. And they stopped taking away house points, so that's good news. I don't have to worry about that anymore.
There's someone round here.
Okay, that one can see pretty far.
Huh? Hey!
Okay, that prefect is just inexcusably stupid. He was staring right at me and didn't do anything. But lucky for me though, because if he would have done something, I wouldn't have gotten through this portrait and I would still be stuck back there. So I have to be thankful for the prefect's stupidity there in letting me escape. Well, he's either extremely stupid or he did it on purpose for some reason, but I don't think that prefect was even a Gryffindor, so I don't know why he would help me with that. I didn't actually pay any attention. Maybe he was a Gryffindor and I didn't see it, but I don't know. I don't think he was. And now these bookcases are trapping me in here for some reason. The restricted section of the library has a lot of books that fly around. While I'm here, I might as well search the bookcases for some free beans and some stink pellets, considering I wasted some of them back there. The stink pellets didn't even help me at all. It was the balloons that got me out of the jams. Because apparently the balloons make prefects even stupider than usual. Alright, that's enough searching for now. I should get on with it. It's an easy place to max out your beans if you want to, but I don't want to waste time doing that on the video. I mean, gathering a few beans isn't too bad, but I don't want to waste my time getting 50 of them. This really isn't a good camera angle for trying to avoid the books, but I'll do my best anyway. Luckily, I managed to avoid all of the ones on that level, but then you have to go up and pretty much do it all over again, several times. Just wait for that one to leave. Basically, you can tell which books are going to move because they're a much brighter color. It's like all of the other books are just completely dark and those ones are bright. Like a bright green color. And this is a really bad library setup. Seems unnecessarily dangerous for anybody that would want to travel through the library. I mean, you have to go up several floors and travel along several extremely narrow passageways where enchanted books are trying to attack you. Well, not really deliberately trying to attack you, but they just kind of fly around and they can hit you and knock you down. But I managed to go through that whole area without being hit by those books. And in this cupboard I found another balloon, and in that one I found another one too, so I'm back up to 5 balloons, which I believe is my maximum. Now I'm in another section of the library.
Hedwig!
I can call Hedwig over here, but I don't think he can, or he or she can help me here without treats. But maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, they actually are helping me. I forget which gender Hedwig actually is. I forgot about that. So yeah, basically they just give you a note telling you where the original handwritten copy of Hogwarts: A History is. No idea why I would need the handwritten copy. I mean, I just wanted a copy of the book. I mean, it seems like getting the original handwritten copy is kind of overkill in this case. Guess I'll grab this treasure in here.
An owl tree!
Okay, yeah, that is owl treats. I do need the owl treats for Hedwig to actually help. Otherwise, they'll just give you that note and not actually do anything. But right now, I'll give Hedwig the owl treats. And Hedwig will knock down that letter that you need. I think it was over here. Yeah, there it is. Would be awkward if I just ran into the complete wrong direction. and had to look all over again. Alright, I think this is the path you're supposed to run and jump along. And you need Defendo to cut that apart. Otherwise you'll just jump and you'll fall off because you can't get through there. You can't get around this tiny little rope unless you cut it apart first.
This is it. Hogwarts for history.
I don't know why that note said it was freely viewable by students down below when I'm pretty sure Hermione mentioned that this was the restricted section. This is Hogwarts a history, and it's already opened the Chamber of Secrets chapter. I'm not going to read this whole thing on the video, I'll just flip through the pages, and if you really want to read it, you can pause the video and find out. And I hurt myself jumping off there, but right after getting that book, a door conveniently opened for us. And we need to defeat an evil bookcase. Well, I don't know how evil it really is, it's just kind of being a jerk. And shooting all its books at us.
Defendo.
And then once you knock it over, it just becomes a normal bookcase, and you don't have to worry about that anymore. Got the book we needed and came for and everything, but apparently we can't go back the way we came because of those bookcases that shut us in, so we need to take a very annoying path around, and I really hate these ghosts. And these flying books too that get in the way. These books cause you to drop all kinds of beads and other stuff you have with you. Which is really, really annoying. But it's better to just not worry about it. You can always regather the stuff if you really need to, but... And here I've found another book. What does this one do?
The Scourge spellbook.
Alright, this is the Scourge spellbook, which you use to clear off ectoplasm all over the place. It can be helpful in opening some treasure chests and clearing off paths of some places you need to go to. Okay, just fell and took some damage, but it's easier than going around. Use this to clear off some ectoplasm now. Or maybe I am supposed to go back the way I came and this spell is optional, but I don't know. No, that's not it. You have to go through this door. But I'm pretty sure there was a treasure around here you needed Scourge to open. I just don't remember exactly where it was or if it even actually existed. Kind of having doubts on that now. Ah well, if there is a treasure, it's not that important and I can continue without it. Moving on to the annex of the restricted section. Oh yes, this is gonna still be a little while to be able to get out of this place. Okay, this is the door I just came from. I still have to unlock that big door, and yeah, Malfoy shows up at this point.
What's he doing in here? Looking for some
And
fresh
he's wondering
meat?
what Harry Potter's doing here. I'm really wondering what Malfoy is doing here with his minions in the middle of the restricted section in the middle of the night. I don't know, maybe Malfoy's just looking for some curse books or something. It's never really explained, so I'm sure it doesn't really matter all that much. Just have to clear off all the ectoplasm so I can get to the switches and unlock that door that has like 4 locks on it. And when you unlock the second gate, one of Malfoy's minions shows up through that door. I don't know if that's Crabbe or Goyle, but I don't think it matters. I'll just equip Expelliarmus and Diffindo to make all the duels a lot easier and quicker. I think they're about just as easy either way, but
Keep whacking! You nearly got him!
okay, I used the wrong spell there, my bad.
Keep whacking
And I
him!
used extremely bad timing there, my bad again. Just when I was talking about how easy the duels are, I fall behind by 2.
Expelliarmus! Crabbe!
Okay, that's Crabbe.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Just have to beat Crabbe at this tennis match by cheating. I mean, these duels just take forever if you don't cheat. They're still not that hard, but they do take so long unnecessarily. I mean, even with cheating, they take a little bit of time here.
Hey, lad boy, get him!
Alright, and we have defeated Crabbe in a duel.
Goyle, show him how it's done!
And then he's gonna send Goyle down here. But Goyle doesn't get here immediately, so we have time to fumble around with some more locks. And try to figure out how to get the hell out of this place. The library. It's not a place you would want to get stuck in. I guess if you did, you would have a lot to read, so you couldn't get too bored. I mean, there are books all over the place. I don't know why there are so many tapestries here I have to cut down. Just seems completely illogical to place a bunch of identical tapestries right next to each other. Of course, it's probably much more illogical that the tapestries can't be pushed aside or anything. They have to be cut down with magic. And now Goyle is waiting to duel us. And I don't have Expelliarmus equipped, so I'll just get that on real quick. Okay, I'm too close to him. He was able to deflect it back that time. I couldn't Diffindo him in time.
Get him, you idiots!
And all Malfoy does is yell at his minions to get him. Doesn't give any actual productive advice, but
Get him!
I guess that's to be expected of Malfoy. He's just a useless jerk. Just have to hit him 2 more times now. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't send it back, but just destroys the spell, but
Hey, lad boy, get him!
1 more time and I'm good. And there's another duel done. Now, which was the door out of here I just unlocked? It's not that one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's that one. The one with all of the locks opened on it. And now I have to re-equip Scourge to get out of here, I think. Because there's more ectoplasm ahead here. And then you have to do puzzles of pushing around blocks to get the blocks where you need to go. Or this block anyway. I guess there's just 1 block this time. I think there's usually just 1 block in this game. It's some other games that there were more blocks. Camera angle is really not too helpful, but it's not too bad either. Okay, I guess I need to push it closer to be able to actually climb up. But I can't push it closer. That's kinda odd. No idea why I can't climb up there. Or push the thing closer. Okay, if I push the block to be further away from the spot I'm trying to climb up, then I can climb up that spot. And getting rid of the ectoplasm on this switches automatically flips them over that way. And luckily I don't have to move the block again because there's a bridge there. So that will save a little bit of time. And now that door is unlocked. And I thought by the end of Quidditch practice it would be too short of a video to end now, but including this activity you do in the middle of the night, it's probably going to be much longer than all of the other parts. Gotta use Lumos to get out of this part, and then it still looks pretty dark through here, but once you're through the loading screen, I'm pretty sure you can see where you actually are. I'm pretty sure it takes you back to the original reading room with all the prefects in it.
Hey, you!
And the door out is actually right next to where you were. Even though you get seen by the prefects pretty much as soon as you get out of there, then you can run through that door and get to the grand staircase. Usually I'm pretty disoriented on where I am on the second that I appear in that spot, and there have been more than one occasion where I've entered the library by accident instead of going back to the grand staircase, just because I didn't know which way was which. This time though, I didn't have any problems, so now I just have to get back up to the 7th floor and deliver that book. And hope it actually contains some helpful information for all the trouble I had to go through for it. Okay, I took a wrong turn somewhere, but I got a wizard card out of it. Which floor am I on? Yeah, I accidentally got off on the 6th floor somehow. I don't know how I made that mistake, but I got a free wizard card out of it, so I'm not complaining about it. Accidentally went into the ancient ruins classroom or something. Which had that evil shockwave hand that hit me, but didn't hurt too much. And the prefect didn't even see me this time.
Wattlebird.
So just through the portrait and to find Hermione and
I
Ron.
managed to get Hogwarts in history, but it wasn't easy. Slytherin ambushed me.
I managed to bring back this history book.
Can I have a look at the book, Harry?
Here you go.
Just be careful with the book, it's the original handwritten
The
copy,
course was founded
so it's
over
probably
1,000 years
extremely
ago by the
valuable.
4 greatest witches and wizards of the age. Godric Gryffindor, Helga Hufflepuff, Rowena Ravenclaw, and Salazar Slytherin. For a while, the 4 founders worked in harmony together, seeking out youngsters with magical abilities and bringing them to the castle to be educated. But a rift began to grow between Slytherin and the others. Slytherin believed that magical learning should be restricted to all magic families and that no students of non-magical parentage should be admitted. Eventually, a serious argument on the subject caused Slytherin to leave the school. He built a secret chamber in the castle of which the other founders knew nothing. According to the legend, Slytherin sealed this chamber of secrets so that no one would be able to open it until his own true heir arrived at the school. The heir alone would be able to unseal the chamber, unleash the horror within, and use it to purge the school of all who are unworthy to study magic.
Blimey! I always knew Salazar Slytherin was a twisted.
Oh man, this is kind of a long history lesson for a game like this.
It sounds
Cutscenes
to me
overall
like
in
the
this
horror
game aren't
within
really that
mentioned in the
long.
book is a monster that only the heir of Slytherin can control.
But that's a pretty long-winded history lesson that she reads from that
The kind
passage.
of monster that can petrify a ghost.
All this talk of monsters is giving me the creeps. I'm off to bed.
And now Ron is off to bed, and I guess Hermione is too, wherever Hermione's bed is. That's a complete mystery, but I guess it's not for us to know. I guess I might as well head off to bed too. Normally I just end it by going into the menu with the remember all and pressing X to end the day, but you can go to your dorm and end it from there too. It's the same thing, but when you're close to your dorm, you might as well run there. Well, actually, even then, it's probably not faster. It just feels more normal to actually go there than to end the day with your magic powers.
I don't believe you're the heir of Slytherin, Harry. Not like some people.
And now Neville no longer believes we're the heir of Slytherin
Hey,
whatsoever.
Ron. It's Transfiguration first, then, isn't it? Yeah.
So the first thing today is Transfiguration on the first floor. And this part has definitely been going on long enough as it has, so been going on long enough as it is, I think. I think that's how grammar works, but in any case, that's the end of this part right here. I'll see you in the next part, right over there.